Hello, today I'm going to teach you guys how to crochet braid. My sister's hair right now, so she's going to be our model. And right now I have the foundation down, I have it braided. So I will show you guys that in a second, and I'm about to go ahead and start doing the crochets. For crochet braid, you can basically braid it any way you want. It doesn't have to be super close, tight braids like a sew-in. And you don't want your braids to be too tight because you're going to be going underneath the braid with your crochet tool. So you don't want to put too much stress on the hair. When I braid, I do it like this. Then bring it around to the back and do a circle. Put two vertical ones where you want the part to be with a little bit of space. These are going to be looser because I'm going to do an invisible part technique where you don't see like big clunky crochets, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And this side I just kind of like freestyle. So as long as you have a good base that's not too tight, it'll be cool for crochet braiding. So don't really stress out too much about the pattern. So yeah, that's that. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to use a hair needle and thread to sew this down. So that it's out of the way, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I crochet. So this is the hair my sister picked out. You can use any type of braiding hair, and they range from a lot of different prices. They can be from anywhere from like $5 to $6 a pack to like maybe even like $20 a pack. This hair is from the Janet collection. It's called Noir. Noir Water Wave Braid, 24 inches. It's the color 1, and like I said, we cut the packs in half. So when you cut in half, if you're good at math, it'll be about 12 inches. It says it has a human hair feel. It does feel really good and soft, not like synthetic hair. And it also says you can heat it. It says it's heat resistant, up to 350 degrees. Why you would heat it, I guess to straighten it and curl it. That's possible. I don't know how true it is, but the hair that really works out good, that's cheap and cost efficient, is the Marley hair. And that comes out actually looking like natural Afro kinky hair. And besides the hair, you will also need a crocheting tool. And these are like $1 or $2 at any hair store. And what you're going to be doing is when you put it through the braid, it's going to be open, and you're going to take it underneath the braid and put it in. And then hook on the hair onto this part, once it's through the braid, and then latch the hair inside. And then pull it back through, and then unhook it and unlash it. And then you're going to tie a knot into the hair that's in it. So I'm about to show you guys how I do that now. Alright, so I'm going to have to hold the camera myself because my little sister has an attitude and won't record for me. So right now I've used about 3.5 packs, so I'm on the 4th pack now. We have 5 packs in total, and I already started to do most of it, but I'm going to show you guys the rest. And with the packs that I use, we cut these in half. So if you want it longer and you don't want to cut it in half, you're going to need more than 5 packs. So yeah, I'm about to show you what it looks like now. What it looks like currently. I have most of it in besides this side and the part. Excuse my messy room. I'm in the midst of packing up to go back home from college. So this side is done. Getting it clear. So this is what it looks like. Alright, and it's going to be hard for me to record because I'm going to attempt to do this with one hand. So I lied. I don't have to do it one-handed because my older sister's holding it for me. Alright, so as I said, we're going to insert this tool open and insert it under the braid. And after we loop under the braid with the top loop on top, we're going to stick the hair in here, close it, and pull it back through. Alright, so let me show you how I do this. Open hoop. Stick it in, poke it through, it's open, take your hair, stick it on the open end, close it, and pull it through, then open this and take it off, and then take the loop that you made with the hair, when you brought it through, and take the tail of the hair, stick it through here, pull it through, open this, and make a knot. Alright. And that's how you do it. And some of the cheaper hairs, if you use them, they don't knot as easily as like the Marley hair. So you might get it like open back up a little bit and it doesn't like knot tightly. What I find to do if you're using the cheaper hair, after you're done, you can go back through with a sewing needle and just sew on top of the braid. You don't have to do it tightly, but just sew so it's secure and you don't lose curls everywhere you go. So I'll show you another one. And I'm just using one individual strand from the pack cut in half. So don't double it up because it definitely won't knot then. Unless maybe it's Marley hair. But stick it through, open. Okay. Alright. And this is about a 2 hour to a 2.5 hour process. Once you keep doing it, you can make it as thick as you want. You're going to want to make it on the thick side so there won't be any gaps. You won't be able to see the braids. And just so it looks nice and more cohesive, because when it's done, it should look more like a sew-in or your natural hair rather than crochet, like somebody could tell your hair is crocheted in. So that's the whole point. So just make it as thick as you think it should be. And I'm going to continue to finish up this side of the hair, and then I'm going to move on to the part to show you guys how to do the invisible part so it really looks like it's growing straight from your scalp. Okay, so I've now finished the side, and I'm about to go to the top part. So this is where her part's going to go, on the side. Remember I told you to make these braids a little looser up here? That's because to make the invisible part, we're going to have to be able to go underneath this hair with the crochet tool. So with this braid right here, you're just going to put the crochets on normal, like we did here. It's like this one's already done. But you see how it has that big knotty appearance? A lot of people just leave their crochet braids like that. But if you want to get a seamless look, you can do this invisible part method. So I'm going to go ahead and do this braid like this one. Then I'll show you guys the invisible Everything's part. Filled in besides the part. So I'm going to go in and do the part. And what I did for the part, since you want it to be thin and look seamless, you take a curl and you split it into about thirds and get a thinner piece like this. And that's what we're going to be inserting here. She's cute. You're annoying. Okay, so now I'm going to get the part, stick the crochet needle under a little piece, just like you did under, pretend the braid is there, that's why we had to do it a little loose, and put the thin piece in there, and take it through, and pull it through like that. Now, if you have the cheaper hair, the curls do tend to get a little nappier once you try to pull them apart. It'll be alright. Alright, and then we're going to keep going down the row like that. And I'll be able to show you how seamless it looks after a few tries. Alright, so this part looks a lot better than a lot of other crochet braids because we use the invisible part method. If my camera would come into focus. There we go. We use the invisible part method so that you can barely tell that they're crochet braids instead of having the big clumpy part. That looks a lot better. Alright, and that is how I do my crochet braids. And I'll post selfies at the end of this video after we're completely done shaping it and everything. Thank y'all for watching.
I'm trying to talk to you, but the music too loud. Girl, I know a quiet place where we could vibe out. I ain't like your ex, you could let your guard down.